Hey, what's going on, everybody? Joe Menza here, and we're going to do a little landscape like we always do with watercolor. And I'm using the large Ron Ranson Hake goat hair Hake brush, as it's properly pronounced. So here's the thing. I got this paper. It's kind of a funny story, but I ordered paper from England. And the reason was I was very curious about this paper. There's another artist that uses this particular Fabriano, and it's 11 by 15. And I always wanted to use a similar paper, so I bought Fabriano Studio, which comes in a pad in the United States, 11 by 14, and smaller sizes, and I think there's a bigger size. And you can get it in 90 pound as well. Well, this paper is 11 by 15, and it comes in a shrink wrap type plastic package. And this paper is, by the way, here I'm doing some raw sienna with some warm yellow, trying to make a little bit of light coming in, followed with some ultramarine blue. So for several years, I've wondered what this paper was. Is it Fabriano Studio? It kind of looks like it, but it doesn't say. So I went on the website Jackson Art, who has this paper, and it comes in like 50 and 100 packs. And it's pretty well priced. It's not 100% cotton, but it's like at least 25% cotton. It's partially cotton. Well, that's what Fabriano Studio is. However, this paper says that it's 280 GSM, which is like the thickness of the paper, surface, whatever. And in this scene here, I'm taking a little pink spray here to kind of warm this up. You've seen me use these spray bottles. I use about 2 inches of squeezed out rose into a water bottle, fill it up with water, and that's how I do that. So I finally said, I've asked Fabriano, I think I sent an email to Jackson. I can't really understand. I think this paper is being cut down from like 30 by 22, which gives you the 11 by 15. So I decided I'm going to order it. I think I wanted to order it one time before, but I'm not sure if they shipped to the United States. So this time when I went on there, it did say that. So I'm like, okay, I'll pay to have it shipped. I think it was like $20. So talking about going from 50 cents a sheet to 70 cents a sheet just because of the shipping. So I'm like, well, I want to get this paper. If it's Fabriano, I like Fabriano anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So I got the Fabriano paper, got it delivered. DHL brought it to my house. And I look at it and I swear, this stuff is Fabriano. But when you look up 15 by or 30 by 22, you'll see that it's a Fabriano paper, but it does not say it's Studio. Why does it matter? I guess it doesn't really. But, you kind of want to know what paper you're using, or if you could buy it in full sheets and cut it down. So there's that. But, I like the paper anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So that's what I'm painting on right now. So when I say mystery paper, that's what it is. I believe it to be Fabriano Studio. The mystery of it is why it's 280 GSM and Fabriano Studio is 300 GSM, and I haven't really got a clear answer for that. Now, the other admin over at our Ron Ranson group went to a watercolor show where Fabriano was there and asked them, and the answer was there's a brand out there, I forget what it's called, Fabriano 50, and it's 50% cotton, which I don't think this is. But having heard about that, I would actually like to try it, because a half and half cotton paper would be very interesting. Not really, because I started with these less expensive papers, I wanted to, start in the cotton paper. And the cotton paper's nice. It's different, though. It's a whole different world. So a 50-50 cotton pulp, whatever wood blend might be of interest. And now I kind of want to get my hands on that, but I really do believe that this Jackson Art pack that comes like this is Fabriano Studio, or as close as you can get. If you look at the sheets next to each other, if you look at the sheets close up, the pattern of the surface is the same. And I'm painting on this, and this is bringing me back to the beginning, because when I first started, a lot of the paper I used was Fabriano Studio. So I'm happy to have it again. I was out of it anyway, except for a couple of sheets I found in my drawer so I could compare. So that's what this is. That's what I've been wondering it is I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can't rule out 100%, but the reason why is it 300 GSM versus 280 GSM, I don't know. Unless when they roll it off the mill in this full-size sheet, maybe it comes in a slightly different thickness, but it's only available at Jackson Art, which they got me my paper pretty fast, I gotta say. I wished I had a Jackson Art here. You guys are lucky if you're in England and you have access to Jackson Art. Very nice shop. I would heavily recommend buying from them, and I definitely would buy the paper because the price is right. I think it works out to about 50 cents a sheet if you buy the 100 pack. So just real quick to just duck back into, you seen how I made all these little clouds. I really wanted to make a nice cloudy scene. I'm putting a mountain in here now with some ultramarine blue and some amethyst genuine purple. This purple is their Primatech line. It has almost like a little glittery effect to it, which is kind of interesting. I haven't used any of theirs before. They're really super premium paints. And I am also using, these are all Daniel Smith paints. And this is Undersea Green, one of my favorite greens. And I also use their sap green. So what I'll do is I'll take sap green, and there's a Serpentine Genuine. I think that's a green too. So you can have those three on your palette. You will not have to touch your yellow again unless you want to even make an even more variety. But you can make these greens up, and they're very, very nice. So my goal here was I was trying to make some nice light. I wanted a scene with some nice light in it. So I put the evergreen, pine, whatever you want to call it, to the right. And I'm just kind of dancing around making some foliage and some land masses. My usual sort of mountain scene, just kind of moving the furniture around. What I like to paint, what I enjoy painting, which is what, you should do, obviously, too. Paint what you enjoy. If you start worrying about if others like it or whatever, you're going to run into problems. But again, I'm back on this Fabriano paper. This is what I started with. If you see a lot of my older videos and some of the shorts I've been putting out, a lot of those were done on that Fabriano paper, and it's a good Italian paper. I'm Italian, so hey, we're paisans. And I will now have 99 more paintings. If I do the backs, then I'll have 200 paintings I can do on this paper. See how I've broken out the fan brush using here's some yellow spray. I got yellow ochre in this spray bottle. If I ever need to yellow something up, add a little bit, I can use these little spray bottles. I used to have these spray bottles from Cheap Joe's, and I went back to order them again, and they were out. They're little spray bottles. They worked really nicely, but over time, they just got like totally trashed. So, so I'm wanting to get those again. So I have these other spray bottles. They kind of spatter a little bit, and the other ones were a little bit more better stream on them. But if you want a spattering effect and you find a bottle that spatters when it shoots out paint, that's kind of not bad either. You can use that instead of a toothbrush to get that effect. So I'm just going in here now, and I'm doing a few little things, and you'll have to forgive me because I'm traveling at the moment, but I did want to get my audio work done on this video so I could get this video out. So if you hear a little car noise in the background, I'm narrating my videos. A lot of my videos are narrated after the fact, so I can talk to you about things. I can concentrate on my painting, and then I can watch it back with you and point out things that I think that are important. But obviously you can read in the comments, and you can post and ask a question, or you can come on over to the Ron Ranson group over on Facebook and ask away any questions that you want about this fast and loose method. This is a fast and loose method. This is for people who don't want to spend days and days in a painting. They want to do something quickly, have fun, not be tedious on things. And I do this to inspire other people to paint because I enjoy it. I find it to be relaxing, anxiety releasing, and I do simplistic paintings. Sometimes I get these comments, oh, there's this and that better out there. that's fine. If you want to go the next level, there's plenty of artists I can show you to that they are experts and masters in their craft. I am not. I am the door opener. That's my job. Just like some of the television artists, your Bob Ross and whatnot. They may open the door, and then you can spend your lifetime and career enjoying painting. It's like someone gave you a gift. You never knew you would enjoy something so much. Just be careful with the spending, because you go down a lot of rabbit holes in art. I think I'll buy this, and I'll buy this paper, and I'll buy this brush. And before you know it, you got 4 or 5 containers of brushes. You got pads of paper all over the place, and your house looks like, it looks like an art store. And then you find, well, there's only really 4 or 5 things I really needed. I needed a Hake brush, a liner brush, a fan brush, a flat brush, and I like this paper, and I really come to settle on these paints, and that's all I really needed. And a backpack, and I don't even need an easel. I can lay this down flat and paint. Now here I'm taking a wet tissue, and I'm trying to make like a little water effect, which I didn't really need to, I don't think, but you always end up fussing over something. So you want to avoid that where you can. But I've been trying to avoid a lot of this fussing. I've been trying to keep my videos down to around 10 minutes. I think because a lot of these, TikTok and things, everything is, the attention spans have gone down. If you look at the statistics, nobody watches a 30-minute painting video from beginning to end, unless you're really a diehard, or maybe you fell asleep at your computer or TV is on and you left it on, which is fine, but leave my videos on running all day long. It'll help the algorithm. So yeah, I mean, these videos are designed to have fun. You just throw the brush around and really just do you. Don't worry about what other people do. But watch a lot of videos of a lot of artists. Don't just get your daily bread from one artist. Get it from several. And bring it in your own. Make it your own. So this is the final close-up. This is with the mat on. A couple of birds I popped in. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed my commentary and my mystery paper. We'll see you next time.